Hello everyone, this is Matty Ice here. Today we have a video talking about hardcore and why we like it a lot more in Advanced Warfare than previous CODs. From our experiences, we have found a lot of good things about hardcore, but there are some annoying aspects as well. The two gameplays you will be watching are both mine, both hardcore of course, and both on Ascend, one of my favorite maps. In both matches, I was going for camo challenges on each SMG. The ASM-1 game started out with me just trying to get headshots, but quickly turned into an awesome match, with a nice kill streak ruined by a teammate. During the MP11 game, I had no perks or attachments, since I was going for carbon fiber and gold camo challenges at the same time. Because of that, I didn't think I would do well, but I was wrong. Enjoy the gameplay while we discuss the pros and cons of hardcore and advanced warfare.
Okay guys, let's start discussing how we feel about hardcore in this game. So first of all, I just want to ask, what do you feel about hardcore in this game compared to past Call of Duties?
I think I like it a lot more, but I don't know if I am liking it more or if I'm just playing it more. Because certainly I've never played hardcore this much, as much as I have in Advanced Warfare in the past Call of Duties.
Yeah, I've never really played hardcore at all. I can't really say that I have in any Call of Duty game. I did a little bit in Modern Warfare 2, I guess, but it wasn't really, good. So, I mean, I've never been a hardcore person.
Yeah, and I think the main thing is, in the past, whenever I played hardcore, I'd always play hardcore team deathmatch. And hardcore team deathmatch still is just a huge camping fest. It still sucks. But what I've been playing a lot of is hardcore domination. And I think once you have the objective, it becomes a lot funner, and it has its uses.
Yeah. Well, in this game too, because it takes so long to kill people in the regular game modes, hardcore it takes 1 or 2 bullets. Sometimes it takes 2 bullets, which is really weird. 3 even if you're using some machine guns. So if you want a faster killing game, then actually hardcore is a pretty good option. And also spy plane, you can just use those all the time, and you usually have a map because spy plane has support. So it's pretty easy to get.
So one of the first reasons that at least I started playing hardcore, and I'm sure the rest of us have played, is that for to get some of the weapon master armor pieces, you need to get diamond for all the guns in a certain class, and then get royalty, and you get a loadout, all those the pants, all those different pieces of armor. So we've been trying to get those for the past couple of weeks now, and we've just now finished the assault rifles. Now we've been moving on to SMGs, and for some of the challenges, mainly in the SMG section, you need headshots, low blows, dog fights. A lot of these challenges are really hard to get in regular game modes. So we just came across the idea let's try hardcore, see if that'll be easier. And lo and behold, it made everything a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. Who actually originally discovered that? Do we just randomly start playing
I think
hardcore?
I was one that suggested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's really started to actually help out a lot, and we're moving along really fast with the camo challenges thanks to hardcore.
We pretty much did all 6 submachine guns in less than a week.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure it started out when I was trying to get long shots for some of the assault rifles that were really bad, like the ARX and some of those, or this gun just doesn't do damage at long range. I'm like, if I go into hardcore, it does a lot more damage.
Yeah, it usually kills in 1 shot, maybe 2, depending on what gun you have. Like the ARX, the base ARX, if you don't have any variants, it's going to take more than 1 shot, unfortunately. But it's definitely easier to get some of the camo challenges in hardcore than it is in regular core.
Well, I'm just imagining, and I don't know how anyone could do this, getting low blows on the ARM-9, not in hardcore.
Oh, with a 5 burst gun. Yeah, that's so hard. But in hardcore, it makes it easy.
In normal, in regular, that is going to require 2 bursts at least.
Yeah.
And to get low blows with that sounds almost impossible.
Yeah,
honestly, a lot of these challenges sound almost impossible, in normal core.
Double kills also. His SMGs are 4 to 5 shot kills.
Although
decent range.
They did just increase the timing though for it. So
Yeah. So now, if you guys don't know, you can have longer in between kills for it to still count as a double kill or a triple kill. That always annoyed me before because obviously I play a lot of League of Legends, and in League you can have a whole like 10, 20 seconds in between kills and it'll count as a double kill. So I would always get confused, In COD, it used to be you literally had to kill them like with the same clip, or else it wouldn't count as a double kill.
Another really hard challenge to get in regular core is dogfights. And dogfights are a lot easier in hardcore too.
I find dogfights tough in hardcore too, but I'm someone that doesn't really strafe unless I am, going for like the, camo challenge on assault rifles. But I get very few strafe kills, and for that reason I get very few dogfights.
Yeah, and for some reason dogfights, like I get all the other camo challenges, and then for some reason dogfights like the only one that I have left. And there's always like I have one or two, maybe the entire time I'm using the gun.
Dogfights for sure. So Steve, now you've gotten quite a few guns diamond by now, or you too, Matt. What do you think has been the hardest gun so far to get diamond?
Oh boy, the hardest gun for me would have been, I think, the MP11. For me, it was just terrible. I spent so long trying to get that diamond. It was awful. It was a terrible gun, even in hardcore too. I didn't really.
Yeah,
like
I just started that gun.
For some reason, I found the AMR9 and the SAC-3 surprisingly easier than the MP11. I just had the hardest time with that gun.
Yeah, honestly, all the submachine guns didn't go too badly for me, and even the ARM-9 didn't take as long as I thought it would. And I actually just got the TAC-19 diamond, and that actually went super quick for me. I mean, in hardcore, honestly, everything's been going pretty quick. So, if I had to say the hardest one, I would say the SAC-3. But
yeah, I haven't done the SAC-3, but the hardest one I think for me so far is the MK14.
Oh yeah, because that's not even a one-shot kill in hardcore.
Yeah, it's like it's always pretty much always a two-shot, and all the automatic rifles are a two-shot kill, so you have to, press the trigger twice and trigger finger everything, and it's a lot harder.
All right, here's something I'm curious about. What do you guys do? Normally, when you're going for your no attachments challenge and your no perks challenge, I usually do them both at the same time. But do you guys do that, or do you usually do one and then do the other so you don't have to sacrifice your perks or attachments?
The way I do it is when I first get a gun, I might have never gotten a kill with a gun before in my life. I put it on, no perks, no attachments, and I use it for 200 kills to get those 2 camo challenges. And then usually the next thing I go for is the not the headshots, but the hip fires or the long shots or whatever. And then I usually go for the low blows. And then by that time, usually I have almost all the headshots, and then I just need a few more dogfights or double kills. But yeah, I do both at the same time right when I first get the gun.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too.
Yeah, I used to do them separately, because I just couldn't stand having no attachments and no perks, but it took forever, and I recently started doing them at the same time, and it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, it's a pain in the ass for that 200 kills, but...
And it sucks, but I usually just... suck it up. I do no perks, no attachments. I do it right at the beginning when I'm still learning the gun anyway, so I'm extra bad. So I'll have some pretty bad games, but I don't care about my KD as much in this game. I'm just trying to get it done as fast as possible, get all the royalty camos. So
and it's not that bad in hardcore either. If you don't have perks or whatever.
Exactly. Hardcore. I mean, think about it. So whenever they don't have a UAV up, blast suppressor isn't really needed. Low profile is only useful when they have a UAV up.
You don't need toughness for gunfights.
Yeah, you can completely sacrifice.
And even without attachments, most guns are still going to be a one-hit kill in most places. So, exactly.
But not all of them, unfortunately.
Or probably more like.
Yeah, 2-hit kill really in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty much all a 2-hit kill. I mean, there's some guns that are like 3 if you're like so far away, but.
The EM1, what do you guys think about that gun? Because that's a gun when the game first came out, I just kind of laughed at it and dismissed it. But, I think it's actually turning to be a pretty good gun, especially in hardcore.
Yeah, I like it in hardcore a lot. It kills really fast. But I still don't like it in normals though. I can't do well with it. But I also have a really good variant. I have the Poner. But I mean, I don't know. It has a lot of recoil, so it doesn't really seem to help me out. But in hardcore, I definitely see the difference.
I just hip fire. Get gung ho, hip fire.
Yeah.
That's how I would.
Speaking of gung ho, you pretty much need that perk if you want to get low blows for your submachine guns.
Yeah, every once in a while you would get one without it, but I honestly don't really even know how. It says during or immediately after a slide. It pretty much has to be during because, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're not gonna get one if you're uncrouched. It's not gonna give it to you. There's like not enough time gap. They need to increase that. What's the easiest camo challenge do you think to get in the entire game?
The easiest one I had, so the easiest gun you're saying?
Well, the assault rifles and the submachine guns, they have different camo challenges. I'm just wondering what do you think was the easiest camo challenge to obtain? Discarding the ones where you no perks, no attachments, because that's just a matter of time. But all the other ones.
So so assault rifles, the double kills and the bloodthirsties, I got all the, I wouldn't even notice. Those would just be ones that I got, without even noticing. Just the bloodthirsties and double kills. Double kills not quite so much on the submachine guns because I got a lot faster on them. I've gotten really good at low blows, and so I would start getting 20 to 25 low blows a game so that I could get all 40 low blows done in 2 games. So I actually thought that ended up being a very easy camo challenge to get. I don't know if I can think of one where that was easier when I could essentially knock that one out in 2 games.
I think the just hip fires for SMGs. You just
true. The SMG hip fire, 80 hip fire shots. I mean, that's just a joke. Not to mention, you have 40 guaranteed in the low blows. So, if you're going to do the 40 low blows, you would only need 40 other hip fires. You're usually rushing 20 off the bat so you can unlock stock. So, for me, yeah, the 80 hip fire is just essentially a joke.
Well, I'm working on heavy weapons right now to try to get diamond, and I'm having a super difficult time with hip firing. Like I'm doing the melee first, and its hip fire is so terrible, and that is taking me a long time to get.
Now, have you put a laser sight on it?
Yeah, the laser sight doesn't really help at all.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. Let's see, Lewis. I know you've been working on shotguns.
Yep. So I just finished the TAC 19. Haven't really done the other 2 shotguns. So you need headshots for shotguns, which sounds like it might suck, but it's only 40 headshots, and it went a lot faster than I thought it would. So I don't know. I mean, that seems like something that would be a pain. It really wasn't, for the most part, though. And then the 80 shots is 80 hip fires, so it has a lot of this, pretty much the same achievements as submachine guns. So the hip fires are obviously, you're going to hip fire most of the time anyways. Other than that, it has pretty much the same stuff. Low blows, so, it's pretty much the same camo challenges as submachine guns, and it goes pretty fast.
Well, in terms of the headshots, if I remember correctly, I think shotguns don't do any bonus damage for headshots. So you kind of need to do it in hardcore to get them. You have a better chance of getting them.
Yeah, like I said, I do all my camo challenges in hardcore. I mean, I've been actually playing mostly hardcore lately, so, it could, a lot of these camo challenges could be hard in normal core, but I'm not even playing it, so I wouldn't even know.
We pretty much did the assault rifles in regular core, though.
Like,
we didn't do the assault rifles in hardcore.
True.
And I felt like we knocked out the submachine guns really fast. Like double time.
The submachine, way faster than double time. Submachine guns we knocked out, for me, pretty much less than a week, all of them. Less than a week in real time. I mean, in game time, 24 hours. So, and now, to be fair though, the TAC 19, which is the shotgun that I did, definitely was is definitely the best shotgun in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Bulldog?
In regular core or hardcore? Or for both?
Regular core. I can't speak for hardcore.
I think Bulldog is actually a little better, probably.
You think the Bulldog's better?
Yeah, I haven't really used any of the shotguns except for the TAC 19, so yeah, I can't really compare them.
Like, TAC 19 is like you rarely get one-hit kills, and then if you don't get the one-hit kill, you have to like cock the
Yeah, true.
pump it again.
Uh-huh.
Whereas
And that's the nice thing about hardcore. It's essentially a one-hit kill, guaranteed every time.
Yeah, especially with shotguns. That's actually a pretty good thing though. Is the S12 actually one-hit kill though? Usually?
I don't know if I've used the S12 in hardcore or in regular core.
Let's see, there's snipers also. Those are, I mean, they're pretty much the same, give or take, in hardcore
Well,
and regular core, except for
But
like, the
but
length.
because all the other guns have been are a lot better in hardcore. I actually think sniping is not really that valuable in hardcore. In the normal game, I think snipers are in a really good spot. In hardcore, they're you don't see anyone using them. There's really not I don't see why you would use one if you were playing competitively.
Yeah.
So after all this talk about hardcore, it sounds like a great game mode, but there are some negatives to it, I think. One of the first things that come to mind is the overuse of sentry turrets and
Oh yeah.
the pretty much necessity of the blind eye perk.
There's something else I have in mind too. Noob tubes. They're everywhere. They kill you in one hit. They have a huge radius. They're a lot more effective than regular core, and those get really annoying when multiple people on the enemy team have under-barreled grenade launchers.
Sometimes people will just have like a assault rifle or something with a grenade launcher, and then for their secondary they'll have the secondary grenade launcher, and then as soon as they spawn, they just cover the map in grenades, just start blowing up things. And, they kill their teammates, they kill whoever, they don't even care.
Yeah.
They just spam grenades all over the place.
Yeah, that's also a negative.
So you get team killed, and it can get really annoying.
Yeah, team kill for me actually is a positive and a negative because I like team killing people sometimes just for fun, but most of the time when you're the one getting team killed, it's really frustrating, especially if you're trying to play the objective.
Did you guys see? I'm going to double check this right now as I speak. But Season 1 ranked mode, normal mode, they enabled friendly fire, so there will be team kill in ranked play. And now I think that's fine though, because usually you're gonna know everyone that you're with, or if you don't know everyone,
that's really stupid.
It's gonna be, with people that are trying to win. But to me, there's just so much accidental team killing, and if there's no join in progress, and if there is not replacing players, you can, if you lose someone to accidental team killing, you're done. Here's what I'm wondering though. I wonder if friendly fire is enabled, but they don't kick you after 3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The only problem with that is, what if you get placed with a random opponent who just starts killing, all of you nonstop?
Yeah.
But I think one way to look at it is, if you had the kicked after 3, and that random troll got kicked after 3, you would end up losing anyways, because 3v4 you're not going to win. So, you might as well leave him in the game,
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. But
So yeah, back to like
the negatives.
Yeah, the thing is hardcore. Back to like with blind eye, there's just so many. If you're playing hardcore domination, because you don't have many options with modes. You have team deathmatch which is pretty much camp fest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's not enough game modes.
Kill confirmed is just like modified camp fest. You get domination, and with the recent changes to domination, you have score streaks all over the place. So you have to run blind eye, because you got people getting sentries really fast, because you can run support on those. Warbirds, paladins, like bombing runs, just like missile strikes and stuff like that, because they're explosive and they kill people so much easier. And then you get a bunch of team kills, because if your teammate calls in a bombing run across the entire map, kills a bunch of his teammates, that's an issue.
Yeah, and on comeback, the maps come back when they have those like
the tanks
built-in tanks kill streaks.
Oh yeah,
like it's basically an automatic team killer, because it just kills a bunch of your own team and you get kicked for it.
Yeah, that map-based skill streak is just, I think, overpowered.
Yeah, and it can still hit you if you have blind eye too. It can still find you.
The shoot streak goes through windows. It'll hunt you down in buildings. It's pretty dumb.
So it says, friendly fire is enabled, and it says team kill penalty none. I'm not sure if that means the kicked after 3 penalty, or if that just means it doesn't hurt your team score. I'm not sure, but yeah, it says no team kill penalty.
That's interesting. Is that esports stuff? So like
they don't do that in esports. I don't know why the hell.
But this is for ranked play season 1.
That's really stupid. I don't know why they would do that.
There was a few other differences that I saw from the old one. Oh, one of the main things is in old rank play, there was, first of all, there was momentum. There's no momentum anymore. It's pretty much exactly esports rules now. So I know there's that team kill difference that you were talking about, but it's actually, Matt, you're wrong. At UMG Orlando, there was team killing.
Okay. So I guess it is a real thing.
I watched a lot of UMG Orlando. It didn't happen much because I mean they're all pros and they don't kill their teams much. But there was a couple times where in important moments they killed their teammates accidentally. So there was team killing in UMG Orlando. Pretty much what I think Sledgehammer is doing is they're bringing the esports rules to ranked play, which makes a lot of sense. I think you want the esports rules to be the same thing as ranked play.
Yeah.
And so I think it's good that they're doing that.
They need
So
to
the
do
other
something
difference
else
is
to standardize ranked play.
yeah. So the other difference is it used to be momentum was a game mode. That's no longer a game mode. It also used to be, you could play hardpoint on any map in the game. You could play search on any map in the game. It's down just like in esports. There's 6 different maps you can play search on. There's 4 different maps you can play hardpoint on. 3 for uplink. 3 for capture the flag.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
So if you get uplink, there's only 3 maps you can play it on: Detroit, Comeback, and Biolab. And capture the flag, ascend, Biolab, retreat.
Yeah, we've played enough of the game now to notice that certain game modes are better on certain maps. So I'm glad to see that they're putting those game modes on the maps that are the best for them.
Biolab is the only map that is in all 4, that is a possibility for all 4 game modes. And I gotta say, I'm not surprised. I think Biolab is for sure my favorite map in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I guess this is gonna end our hardcore discussion, guys. If you made it this far in the video, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
Enemy has C. Enemy warbird detected. Enemy taking A. Charlie secure. We lost A. We lost A. Well done, Sentinel.